Gosk has more on this random act of kindness that has captured hearts everywhere. Stephanie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah. Well, that now famous photo is taken just over my shoulder. We're about a half a block from Times Square, one of the busiest city intersections in the world. On a typical night, it's filled with tourists looking up at the billboards and the neon lights. But on that night, there were at least two people who had their eyes on the street. A police officer who went to help a man in need, and a tourist from Arizona who caught it on camera. New Yorkers don't necessarily have the best reputation, but this photo may shatter some misconceptions. NYPD officer Larry Deprimo giving new boots to a barefoot homeless man on a cold November night. Jennifer Foster, a tourist from Arizona, couldn't resist taking the picture.
This officer squatted down next to him, took his gloves off of his hands, and proceeded to help the man put socks and shoes on his feet. This man's face lit up like it was Christmas, and like he had just been given literally $1 million.
Officer Deprimo was on counter-terrorism patrol that night.
It was freezing. First thing I thought was like, this is absolutely unacceptable. So I went up to him, and I was like, where are your socks or your shoes or anything?
The shoe store was right there. Jose Cano was on shift.
I've worked in the city for about 10 years, and no one's really sort of taken this sort of initiative.
Cano cut Deprimo a deal on waterproof winter boots. The officer paid with his own money.
I keep the receipt in my bulletproof vest, mostly because I think it's an important reminder that some people have it worse.
This was definitely selfless service, just an act of human kindness, and he had no intention of receiving any credit for it.
And perhaps that is why the photo has gone viral. More than 430,000 likes on Facebook and all over Twitter. NYPD officer Larry Deprimo, I salute you. A reminder of what protect and serve is supposed to mean. In the city, they are called New York's finest. Officer Deprimo is a good reason why. The sudden celebrity might be making Officer Deprimo a little uncomfortable. He said he did what any other officer in this city would do, that the men and women of the NYPD are doing this kind of thing every day. Savannah?
But it's great to see. Stephanie Gosk, thank you. And Officer Larry Deprimo is with us now, along with Jennifer Foster, the tourist who captured that image of kindness. Good morning to both of you. It's good to see you.
Good morning.
I should say you sort of met the other night, or you were in the same space, but this is the first time this morning that you've actually gotten to talk. You shared quite a moment together, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, we did. And I see you guys chatting. I have a little friendship forming here.
Definitely, tell them about the friendship.
We decided that we were best friends. Oh,
Definitely.
Right. Another good thing to come out of this. You know, officer, you are an NYPD officer. That means you see sad things every single day. You run across need. What was it about this that made you want to do something?
The two things that really stuck out in my mind that night were just how cold it was, and that this was the most polite gentleman I've ever met. And I knew I had to help him.
You went into the shoe store. You cut a deal. You got a discount on those shoes. But this is $75 out of your own pocket.
I really didn't think about the money. You know, when I went to them, I just said, listen, I was like, there's an elderly man. He doesn't have any shoes or socks on. I said, I don't care what the price is. We just got to help him out.
What I love is that you both described his reaction the exact same way.
I think it was great that, you know, from two perspectives, we seen two different things, but, like, our stories were together, like, it just, I don't know, what do you want to...
Jennifer, you said his face lit up.
He did. This was the second time I had seen this gentleman in the city, 2 days in a row, and not at any point before that had he seemed as happy as he was when Officer Deprimo came up to him.
And there you were standing there with your camera. You come from a law enforcement family. What was it about what you saw that made you think, I want to take this picture?
I was actually going to go up and offer this gentleman some money, and I stopped once I saw Officer Deprimo coming towards him, and because I've been doing this long enough in a similar line of work, and my father was a police officer in the city of Phoenix, Arizona for 32 years, I knew that it was remarkable. And I honestly had seen my dad do something similar for a gentleman in the same situation back in Phoenix, and I thought I knew what I was looking at.
And long story short, you contacted the NYPD, they put it on your Facebook page, and lo and behold, you are famous. What has this experience been like for you, sir?
Surreal and extremely humbling. You know, it's a great experience. I think it's a lot about the people, though, because you see such great comments. People are saying that their faith in humanity is restored, and that's the biggest thing that I could take away from all of this.
I was thinking about an old quote this morning, character is what you do when no one is watching. In this case, somebody was watching, and I'm glad we all got to see your character, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And now let's get a check of the weather from